Today is Friday, right? Today, people are finishing their 9 to 5s, getting ready to making weekend plans. What are my plans for tomorrow and Sunday? Do the same shit as today. Weekends are not real, bro. Weekends, they were made up by Henry Ford. They were made up by a businessman, an entrepreneur. Henry Ford, the guy who made Ford, right? Why do you think he made weekends? For 2 reasons. He wanted his workers to have some more balance, right? So they actually like working more. 2, is on the weekends, he would sell the most cars. Because most people will be off, right? When people are off, they're going to buy cars. They're going to buy more cars. So he got more sales. He worked on the weekends. You got to follow in their path to reach their destination. But either way, bro. Today I woke up at 3:30. As always, right? It's just a normal day. Until every day in my life. That becomes a weekend. Right? But bro, either way, if you haven't watched the first part of this, the playlist is in the description, right? In TV shows, you start at the start, right? So go do that right now. But if you already watched that, welcome, bro. Well, the first actual part. But either way, bro, I always wanted something to grind on, right? Not in a sexual way, but like, you know, what I love to do, right? In video games, right? I prefer to play alone. I always wanted to just solo queue and just reach ranks that were at the top. I wanted to be in this grind state. I wanted it to be nighttime, dark room, me and one mission. So when I stopped playing video games, right, that feeling of wanting to grind, that never went away. It's never gonna go away. So as a man, you need something to grind on, right? Otherwise, your life will just be unfulfilled, right? You'll just feel like a waste of space, which is shit, right? Especially when you want to grind, but you don't know what to grind on, right? But the thing is, I was still distracted. I would quit all the bad habits, right? I wouldn't watch porn, I wouldn't eat shit. I'd go gym every day. I'd meditate every day. I'd go sleep at right times. I was doing everything good, right? But I couldn't get away from this one habit, and it was watching content, right? It's the hardest habit to get away from. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what to do. Because I came up with this system, this fail-proof system that's gonna make you quit. How my day would go, I would wake up, depends if it's a weekend or a weekday, right? Go college, get home, watch YouTube. It was always YouTube, right? I wouldn't go scrolling. It would always be YouTube. Sometimes it would even fuck my sleep schedule because I just binge content. And every night when it gets to late night, I've been binging it for so long. Now it's fucked up my sleep schedule, right? Then I see like a self-improvement type of video. I click on it. I watch it. I get motivated. I tell myself, tomorrow I'm going to get on my grind. Tomorrow rolls around. The same exact shit happens. It's all the cycle. This is the one thing that will determine if you're meant for mediocrity or success. When you have nothing to do, right? You just go in your browser, press Y in your keyboard, and go on this site called YouTube. You might tap a specific part of your phone. So on Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. Because I know you've experienced this, right? When you move your apps around, maybe the place where Snap was before, or Instagram or TikTok, whatever you use, right? You start tapping the exact spot that it was in. It's literally a fucking addiction. It's mad, right? You simply cannot become an outlier having the same exact habits as normal people, right? It's a statistic fact. The outlier is simply an outlier because you don't do the same shit as the normal people. So if you're doing the same shit as the normal people, you're not an outlier. That's the brutal truth. And that's why I came up with this silent filter protocol. This is the single thing that's going to make you quit any bad habit. I probably could have made this a course, right? I probably could have sold this to you for money, but I'm giving it to you for free. So bro, don't let my words go to waste. I want you to listen to my words. I want you to extract the energy out of those words and apply it to your life. And listen up. In a video game, like an RPG, there are 2 types of attacks. A basic attack, a special attack. The basic attack you use all the time. A special attack, it's something you only use when it's charged up. Do you see where I'm going with this? If you took away your basic attack, you would die, right? You would fucking die. You'd have to wait for the special attack to charge up. So you're just gonna stand there like a retard and let the enemies kill you. The monsters, right? So if you get rid of the basic attack, you're useless. I need you to remember this. Chances are, the things that you do when you're bored, nothing to do, right? It's either video games or just watching content, right? Or it could be both. These habits are your basic attack, something that you resort to when your special attack is not charged. So when you have nothing to do, this is what you do, right? And you know it's bad. And bro, you try to quit these habits so much times, we never succeed. So when you get rid of your basic attack, what the fuck are you meant to do? Stand around like a retard. You have nothing to do. So of course you're gonna fall back into it, right? Right? It should be common fucking logic. Remember this quote, the idle mind is the devil's workshop. So you're in these habits. You try to quit and you fall back in because there's nothing to do, right? And this loop keeps on repeating and repeating. And this causes you to have hatred towards yourself. Your mind keeps on having these thoughts of you're already back in to this shit habit that you said you're going to quit. You're breaking promises every day. So of course when you go to gym, you're going to see that one girl, right? She's short as fuck, right? Small. You're this big guy. You can't even hold eye contact with her. You're going to fold because you know you're a pussy. You can't even hold promises to your own self. You have no respect for yourself. How are others meant to respect you? So you look away like a retard. You have no confidence. And I wonder why. And these habits that you are doing, we already established. You can't become an outlier You can't become the 1% doing things that the 99% do, of course, right? In other words, you can't keep these habits and get rich and get towards your goals. So let's be real, sooner or later, you're gonna have to get back to this. You're gonna have to quit these habits. You can't keep them in your life. That's just the truth, right? If you can't even discipline yourself to quit watching some content, how the fuck are you meant to start a business? How the fuck are you meant to work 10 hour days? You're addicted to some pixels on the screen. The sad reality. So sooner or later, you have to get back, right? And it's better to do it sooner. And I just want to tell you something crazy, right? You know TikTok, when you scroll, you know you get that little animation between scrolls, right? What does it resemble? You got a little clue on the screen. It resembles a slot machine. You know when you have like the lever, right? Push it down and it starts spinning, right? And you think, oh, what am I gonna get? Type shit. That raises dopamine levels because you don't know what you're gonna get. You might win a fucking jackpot. So your brain is thinking, fuck, I might get this. There's a small possibility. So naturally, you're excited as fuck. And every time you do this, this is fucking up your dopamine. Fucking it up. And the exact same animation happens when you scroll on these TikToks, shorts, or it messes with your brain. You're not going to be able to work after that. And I wouldn't be able to either. So your body's got an easy source of dopamine. Why would you need to put actual work in to experience pleasure? When you can just get your phone, use your thumb, right? It's fucked, bro. You know, they pay people millions to adjust every single part of their platform to be tweaked heavily for addiction. Because it's free, right? So you pay and your attention. And they hook it so well. They've wired us to be addicted. Why do you think? When you go on Instagram, you just start refreshing the page without even thinking. Your brain has now been wired. The movement of your thumb can be wired to pleasure, to see new information. It's fucked, bro. And this is why when you move your apps from your screen, you still tap the same place where the app was at. They've wired you, bro. They've got you by the fucking balls, right? You've literally been hardwired. And the second reason why TikTok is fucked, and even YouTube, right? You're surrounded by fucking retards, right? Look at the top of the screen. Look at this fat fuck on the top, feeling like a failure at 40. This guy's more than double my age. Just think about that. He looks fucked, right? The guy looks like a female. Just look at his eyes, bro. Of course, no hate to this guy, but just look at it, bro. And this guy at the bottom, 35-year-old failed life, over emotional and socially anxious. It's just a fucking lack of testosterone at this point. These men have high levels of fucking estrogen. On TikTok, right? You're seeing 24/7 people talking about, oh, it's okay to be a failure. It's okay to be behind. I remember seeing this one video, right, where this guy was saying like, at 18 I thought I was gonna be a millionaire, and I killed that guy's dreams. Just normalized, just making you lose hope, because you might be 18 watching that, thinking I want to be a millionaire, and that guy just killed your dreams. He says it's not actually possible. He's just stacked rocks on that shelf. Because in the past, right, you had a little belief of, oh, maybe this shit actually doesn't work. He just enforced that belief a little bit more. So now you're a bit more likely to believe that. Now you might quit. You're more prone to quit, right? Because listen to this, right? I'm going to get a Mercedes C63S AMG 2020, right? Next year, right? So whenever I'm in the car, every Mercedes that comes past, I start to notice it. Now I'm thinking in my head, fuck, there's so much Mercedes. There wasn't this much before. But guess what? It was all the same. I just didn't pay attention to it. Because I'm going to get a Mercedes, right? The reason I say I'm going to get one, you should never say I want. This is a side topic. But being in the mindset of I want, that's the same mindset of I don't have. So if your brain believes that you don't have it, right, but you want it, that's not saying you're going to get it. That's just saying you dream of it, right? But when you say I'm going to get it, your brain enforces that belief that you have it, right? Now you're way more likely to get it. Because your brain, it's not really logical. Your brain runs off emotions, not logic. So if you tell it, I'm going to get it, it's going to believe that, right? It kind of links in with placebo and the law of attraction, right? Some spirituality. So in other words, being surrounded by retards with negative beliefs about business, the 99%, every time you see one of these people in the comments making videos saying, oh, business is a scam type shit, it doesn't work, it's not real. Only a small percentage make it. Now, every time you experience a little bit of a failure in your business, you're going to start thinking, oh, maybe it doesn't work. Because that belief got enforced. So you're way more likely to quit. This is what people mean when they say you need to protect your energy. Because it can be influenced, whether you like it or not. I can still be influenced if I took in shit from retards all the time. If from birth you were surrounded by rats, only rats, for your whole life, you would think it's normal to be a rat. So in other words, if you're surrounded by these people 24/7, online or in real life, you're going to start to adopt their beliefs, whether you like it or not, right? It's also the law of affirmations. Why do affirmations work? Because if your brain hears repeated shit all the time, it's going to start to think that. I already told you, your brain is not logical, it's an emotional bit. We are emotional beings, right? We think naturally in emotion. That's why we're not born as stoic. You need to train yourself to be stoic, to ignore emotion, to acknowledge your emotion. The world's greatest stoics, Marcus Aurelius, what does he say? Does he say he has no emotions? Stoicism is simply the art of acknowledging. You have to train two skills for that. Mindfulness, which is realizing your thoughts, and your skill of logical thinking. You have to train it. So even the greats, they still have emotions. They just learn how to offset it. We are emotional beings, straight up. It's straight up a fact. There's no disagreeing. So when you're surrounded by these retards all the time, you're gonna start thinking it's normal to be a retard. You're gonna start adopting their beliefs naturally, right? So in your mind, you'll start thinking, other people aren't doing shit. They're complacent. They're lying around. So maybe I can lie around as well. There's no real competition. And all you're looking for in life is competition. The reason you're doing this, to get away from 9 to 5, you're gonna beat that system. You're beating something, right? It's all about competition. So you can go from this disciplined guy to a guy who doesn't do shit just because your environment changed, right? You understand? You've probably heard this before, but there was some war, right? Things like when World War II or some shit, World War One, whatever, some war, right? Vietnam War, I don't know which one. The soldiers, right? They started to take heroin, to inject heroin, right? That's what they started to do. So everybody thought, all those soldiers, they're gonna go home as heroin addicts, right? That's natural to think. It's heroin, right? The maddest substance out there. Well, guess what? They arrived home. They never injected again. Why? Because they was in the environment to inject. They switched environment. Now they are normal, right? Why do you think? Rehab, the relapse rate is sky high, right? Well, why? In rehab, they quit, right? Then they go home. They start injecting again. Why? In rehab, it's a different environment. They go home, they're in the same environment that they was injected in. It's all about environment. When you're surrounded by these fucking pricks, these faggots, these retards, you're gonna subconsciously start acting like them. So it's so important that you quit this. And I'm gonna help you, right? Bro, do you see this? Every other influencer, they're not gonna tell you the straight truth. They're gonna say, it's okay to have some moderation. It's okay to play video games. It's okay to have balance. But the truth is, that's not how you succeed. You should know that. Success is simply like building a muscle, right? To build it, you have to go to failure, right? Drop sets, partials. It's so hard, right? To maintain it, you do 1 set a week. And you have to build it first to maintain it. So imagine someone told you, oh, you don't need to go to failure to build. Just maintain, bro. That's exactly what they're telling you about in business, right? So I'm telling you the brutal truth. I'm looking down at you climbing this mountain. And these other guys, they're beside me. I'm trying to help you up with this fucking pole that I'm holding, right? They're trying to throw rocks at you. They're shouting at you. They're telling you, oh, just stop climbing for a second. Get a fucking controller out. Watch some porn. The retards. I want you to understand, I'm doing this all out of love. Wanting to help you. Understand that. So this is your step for this video. Whatever bad habit you're stuck on, there's always just one bad habit that you're stuck on, right? And it's most likely consuming content. Now you know you can't just get rid of the basic attack, right? So you need to switch that out for something that benefits your life. This could be podcasts, books, courses, anything that brings a positive to your life, a benefit, something that will compound into something good, right? Because these bad habits you're doing for the next 5 years, they have no benefit in your life. Switch it out. What would your future self want you to do right now? Most people focus on the past way too much. I wish I started the gym earlier. But the thing is, right now, you're living in the past of your future. What would your future self want you to do in this present moment? What would you want you to do? Watch some more content? Are you retarded? Right now, you're just sacrificing your future self's fulfillment, happiness. You absolute fucking spoon. You retard. Switch that shit out ASAP. But also, bro, I just want to tell you, I'm proud of you. Imagine the others around you. Let's go into a person for a sec. Let's zoom outside. Let's look at the other houses around you. Let's go into them. Let's see what they're doing. What are the guys doing, bro? Wanking their dicks off, watching content, eating fucking Oreos. And in contrast, what are you doing? You're optimizing your brain for success. I'm proud of you, bro. Just realize that. It's all part of the process. In 5 years' time, you're going to be wherever you want to be. Where you are right now, it don't matter. So you're going to be at the point you want to be in 5 years. It's all part of the process. Remember that. But either way, bro, I want you to take action. I need you to take action. I don't want you to. I need you to. But tomorrow, we're going to learn how to detox your body, your vessel, your game character for success. And this is going to be very interesting, right? I hope you're excited. So if you're not subscribed yet, I want you to scroll down a little bit. Press subscribe. Notifications, right? I'm going to see you here tomorrow at 5 p.m. No exceptions, right? But in the meantime, join the Busy Center. In there you get my work playlist. I'm pretty active, right? They call me too busy for a reason. I'm active in there. So ask me a question in there. You'll probably get it answered. The DATASET Center, which is 4 full guides that I posted. For free, by the way. And these take me weeks to make. These will change your life. Trust me. And last but definitely not least, the Silent Network. If you want to know what this offers, go down below. Click that link. Here's some testimonials. Right. I couldn't add any more. If I added some more, it wouldn't fit on the slide. Right. Well, have a look what it offers right now. Alright, bro? Promise me that. But either way, I expect to see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. For now, bro, take care of yourself.